Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. Farheen, I will allow you to sit there on one condition.
Yes, sir.
Then who is she?
Sir, it's me. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, which is your favorite OTT platform?
Sir, I usually watch on Netflix.
Okay. So, which series have you watched recently?
Recently, the most recent which I have seen is on, is on Hotstar, which is criminal justice system.
Okay. So, what are the different components of criminal justice system?
Sir, there are three components of criminal justice system. The first is on the part of police, which requires investigation of the crime. The second part is of the court to adjudicate upon the issue. And the third is the reformative part, which takes place in the prison.
So, who heads the prison in district?
You can trust.
Sir, I'm not sure about this.
Have you ever heard a name district magistrate?
Yes, sir.
So, district magistrate heads the prison or SP heads the prison?
Sir, if you allow me to make a guess,
Okay.
I can. I think it is the SP who heads the prison.
It's a district magistrate who heads prison through jail superintendent.
Okay, thank you, sir. I didn't read about this, Mike.
So, tell me, recently our Minister of Road told in Parliament that Indian road will be at par with America in 2024. Do you think we will achieve that target?
Oh, shit.
Sir, we have already been making certain technological developments in the form of construction of roads. Especially, we are trying to achieve some kind of sustainable development by using technologies like recently we have seen in Gujarat, the use of steel slag in the road development. Moreover, to avoid the traffic congestions and to ease the mobility, we are already using the technologies like FASTag in our national highways. By this and with the help of more developments, like with the efforts to decrease the number of road accidents, which unfortunately is one of the highest in the world, I think we can achieve the type of road or the developed road which India wants to achieve in next decade.
Okay. So, tell me, if you are a district magistrate of some district in MP and you want to reduce road accidents, what steps you will take to reduce road accidents?
Sir, according to the NCRB data, the maximum number of road accidents which takes place is due to overspeeding. First of all, what I will do is try to create awareness among the drivers to reduce the speed and use the signs and symbols which are provided on the road. And we have also got some road safety rules of 1989 and the Motor Vehicle Act on the legislative part. I will try to ensure that these acts and these legislative provisions are implemented on a serious note.
Recently, Parliament changes Motor Vehicle Act, and then rules got changed, and there is heavy fine for violation of rules. Do you think is it good idea to use punitive actions by imposing fines on driver?
Yes. Sir, in a country like India, we are bound by some social contract. Sometimes it is said that when you impose some law on people, gradually it also becomes a habit. So initial imposition of fine can lead to a gradual development of habit, like for example the reduction in the road speed and also following the traffic signals, which can help in reduction of the road accidents, which should be our prime concern.
But do you think after imposition of fine, road accidents have come down?
Sir, I think it can come down to a certain level.
Okay. As a woman, is it a good idea to enhance the marriage age of girl? What is right now minimum age of marriage for girls?
Sir, it has been recently said by the Supreme Court to enhance the marriage of women to 21 years at par with men. Sir, our constitution provides right to equality, so it should be provided in case of marriage as well. Moreover, if the marriage age of women is increased by 18 to 21 years, it will provide incentives to women, because as we see, when the women are generally of 18 years, then they largely pass their class 12th exam and then they get married. By increasing to that level, 21 years, at least they can complete their graduation. And as we know that our literacy rate in women is less compared to men, then it can also be enhanced by enhancing the marriage age of women. And also this can also give some kind of reproductive rights to women as well.
So, but there are large number of child marriage happening still we are at 18 and large number of child marriages. There are large number of child marriages. If we will increase to 21, so don't you think that there will be more child marriages then?
For that case, sir, two things has to be done. One is in the social context, the awareness related to the marriage of women has to be created among the family and in the society. The second thing is the penal provisions or the law which are associated with the marriage age, which prohibits the child marriages, that has to be implemented in a sound manner.
Okay.
So, Farheen, you were talking about the marriage system.
Yes, sir.
So, as an administrator, which policies do you give me a part on it?
Sir, for the purpose of marriage, I would like to look upon three qualities. The first one is selflessness. That person should not only think about himself but also about me also. The second quality which I would like to look upon a person is the person should be a caring and loving person, and also the person should treat me at par with himself, not subjugate me and to restrict me to home or to household chores.
So, for example, if your husband and not allow you to work every day, after another he run a wine, working woman and needs selfish nasty care and fears a lot and loves his art. And what we are scenario, we like to email job for your family. And I'm talking after everything I thought. They're already men.
Sir, in that case, there are two aspects which I would like to tell. The first aspect is, if I have got a family and also I have got my children also, then I would look forward to my husband and I'll try to explain to him that how challenging it is for a woman to bring up those children and to make them empowered. So, if I've got a daughter, I will try to make him understand that how difficult it is for a woman to have a position of responsibility in the family as well as in the society. I will try to convince him to let me work without getting separated.
Okay, so how will you done this? He is not liking at all. Doesn't want to include in any title. He makes a housewife. Right? He never told you this before marriage. After heritage first condition, he usually went out, right? So you will see divorce or you will continue with your marriage.
Sir, in that case, I see that there is some kind of lack of transparency in the decision which was made earlier. I would look forward for my career opportunities because that will help me to change my personality as well as the personality of larger aspect of women as well. Because I believe in Gandhian philosophy of be the change you wish to see in the world.
So, have you heard about the paternity leave concept?
Yes, sir.
Legal in India or not? I think any provision which suppose paternity leave.
Sir, I have heard Virat Kohli of getting paternity leave, but I'm not sure about the legal provisions associated with the paternity leave.
Or any rules?
I'm sorry, sir, I need to read about this.
Do you know what is RFID?
Yes, sir. Sir, RFID is a contactless or the wireless technology which uses radio frequency for tracing or for communication between the reader and the tag which we use in RFID.
Yeah. A name is Scheme of Government of India in field of rural self-help.
Sir, the scheme which comes to my mind in terms of rural self-employment is PM Setu, Self-Employment Talent Utilization, which was started by Government of India as the initiative of Niti Aayog back in 2015. It promotes facilitation and the incubation facilities for the startups in the country.
So, recently there is a debate regarding failures of more of startups rather than success of the startup. Do you agree with that? In India, there is no scope for startups or there are no incentives for startups.
Sir, that is a complex issue to say because we have already become third largest ecosystem for startups in the world. That itself says about the success of startups in India. However, there are certain challenges associated with startups as like they are more of sector specific. As we can see, more than 80% of the startups are associated around IT sector, and there are less number of startups in health, education and social sectors that need to be promoted for better balanced growth in economy and society as well.
My last question to you. You were talking about reproductive rights and
Yes, sir.
so tell me the parliament any law regulation regarding surrogacy. Are you aware about the bill?
Sir, I'm aware about the bill, but I need to read about that bill more.
Friend, you write something, first prize in KCNIT Banda on RFID based wheelchair.
Yes, sir.
What was this?
Sir, it was a wheelchair for the specially abled people. It was based on RFID technology, which uses power and the communication, the wireless technology for the locomotory functions of the wheelchair to help the especially abled people, especially with the locomotive functions.
They can't walk, stand or walk. Walk to karne hoga nahi wheelchair. What is the advantage? And why it appears quite useful, I think.
Sir, it is useful in terms of greater accessibility, because when we use the technology like RFID, it becomes more easier to operate wheelchair, which the manual it is more easy to operate with compared to the normal
Voice
wheelchair.
command or something.
There is a command with the help of hand. We can also use some different kind of commands, like we can use the voice command as well, but the one which I made was with the help of the hand commands.
So why it was not sort of put into a sort of kind of general use?
Sir, the challenge with this is for now, it is the cost. It is not that affordable for the recent because it is based on very latest technology. But I think with more research and development, it can be very well used in the general public as well.
So grow up, you popularize it.
Yes, sir.
Any within university, or I mean, you did it.
Sir, I have submitted it in the college itself.
To make it popular.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. You tell us, UP government has been newly installed. What are the challenges it is likely to encounter, I mean, coming days?
I'm sorry, sir. Can
What
you please-
challenges it is likely to encounter, to meet?
Sir, with the new elected government of Uttar Pradesh, there are various challenges associated with demography, with the economy, and with society of Uttar Pradesh. First of all, Uttar Pradesh accounts for about 20 crore population, which is a very large chunk of population. And to provide that much big chunk of population with skill and also with employment is a challenge for Uttar Pradesh government. The second challenge which is being faced or which is likely to be faced by
Likely
Uttar
to
Pradesh
face.
government can be the challenge of infrastructure development, because there are lack of industries, lack of industrial development in Uttar Pradesh, which needs to be worked upon, and also the skill development of the people of Uttar Pradesh, because Uttar Pradesh is largely an agrarian economy. More than 60% of the population is dependent on Uttar Pradesh.
Hubs are there, industrial hubs are there, Kanpur, Lucknow,
Sir, there are industrial hubs,
Ghaziabad.
but not in the adequate number to meet the aspirations of the entire population of Uttar Pradesh, which needs to be strengthened and which needs to be speeded up.
Okay, what is happening in Pakistan? Something is boiling there.
Sir, with respect to Pakistan, there has been some issues with related to the tenure of Mr. Imran Khan, the PM of Pakistan. But I'm not sure about the details of the event.
The chair is in danger and you are not aware of it.
I'm sorry, sir. I will read about this.
Okay. Police also fascinates you?
I'm sorry, sir.
Police service. You are attracted?
Yes, sir. It is my third preference in the order.
It is a it's not very sort of popular department of the government.
Sir, the requirement of women in police services is very much important with the rising number of crimes against women. Already we have got the data of NCRB which says almost 87 rapes takes place against women per day. That is a very unfortunate event for our country like India, that has to be promoted with empowering of women and also with the induction of women in police services as well.
I think there is some provision being made that to increase the number of women in the police forces. Any idea?
Sir, I'm not aware about the exact provisions which are being made.
But UP is notorious for having sort of vacancies, large number of vacancies in the police. Any idea?
Sir, there are a large number of vacancies in police and also in various sectors in general, which are trying to be...
Yeah, I mean about police mainly. First police. Have you checked up?
Sir,
What is
I
the
need to read
availability of,
about
what is
the
the
exact
availability
data
of
about
policemen in UP?
Sir, I need to read about the exact data of the UP government.
I mean availability of policemen per like population. This is a standard parameter which is some how to have. Please inform me.
I'm sorry, sir, I need
The
to...
numbers, police is always short in numbers. So this is one big handicap. So kindly check up on that.
Yes, sir.
Please.
You talked about the crime against women.
Yes, sir.
Who are the responsible for such crimes? The person who is doing all these things, or parents, or government, or administrative officers?
Sir, there are various factors that can be economic, social as well. Some of the economic factors, like people are unemployed, then they try to take their grudges out in the form of resentment or in the form of crimes, which the women get easier target. And the second thing, the social structures also need to be strengthened for like for example the education system, and also the socialization which is done in the family and the society, which needs to inculcate the society as a whole, and not to see women as subjugated or the subordinate to men.
Don't you think we should punish the parents also with the children if they are doing such crimes against women?
For that part, I think, sir, we can go with more of awareness rather than punishing the parents for a good socialization.
Do you find any changes in society after implementation of law regarding talaq? And what are the changes came after that?
Sir, the issue of the talaq issue or the triple talaq issue has recently been in news. It is a very complex issue which needs to be studied on a wholesome basis. However, there are certain challenges or certain. First of all, I would say the good part is the number of divorce incidents which have come to a more on the lesser part. And also, but there are certain challenges associated with it, like with this talaq issue.
मैं ये जानना चाहता हूँ, क्या इसका इफेक्ट पड़ेगा तलाक, या तलाक होगा नहीं या कम होगा? अगर किसी आदमी ने सोच लिया मेरे को तलाक देना है, तो पहले एक सिस्टम होता था तलाक 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 बोल देने से तलाक हो जाता था. अब वो उसके पास ऑप्शन है कि वो जाके कोर्ट के थ्रू वो तलाक ले सकता है. तो तलाक तो दोनों ही केस में होंगे. तो व्हाट इज़ द बेनिफिट ऑफ दिस लॉ?
Sir, for that part, I think we should focus more upon how to keep the family united rather than going for a divorce, which is actually a destructive trait in the society.
I am discussing one real story with you. 20 साल पहले एक औरत की शादी होती है एक लड़के से, और शादी कुछ दिन बाद वो कहीं चला जाता है, गायब हो जाता है. भाई 7 साल के बाद ऐसा माना जाता है कि अगर कोई आदमी नहीं मिलता है तो उसको कहा जाता है कि वो ही इज़ नो मोर, ही इज़ डेड. वो फिर अपने जो हस्बैंड है उसके भाई के साथ वो शादी कर लेती है गुरुद्वारे में जाकर, लेकिन उनके पास कोई प्रूफ ऑफ मैरिज नहीं है, रजिस्ट्रेशन नहीं है. और अचानक 20 साल के बाद उसका हस्बैंड वापस लौट आता है. अब वो जो उसका भाई है वो ये कहता है कि सी इज़ नॉट माई वाइफ. आपके अकॉर्डिंग उस लेडी के पास क्या ऑप्शन बच जाता है? It is a real story. It is not a story, it is a real story. और ये केस अभी कोर्ट में चल रहा है.
Sir, in the absence of, as you said, in the absence of the documentation which are available with respect to their marriage, that it has been taken place or not, then there are documentations not only at the government level but also at the level of the person or the level of the society who conducted their marriage. I think the people should come forward, and first of all they should acknowledge that their marriage has taken place. Moreover, after that, the women should be empowered to decide on that basis that what should be her due course of action, whether she want to live with the husband which she is currently living with, or the person.
But he has denied that she is not my wife. He has denied.
In that case, sir, the women individually should be empowered to take her choice, because a person, if he cannot stand with her in that situation, how will he stand with her when worse situations of life arrives, or supposedly if they have got children, and the same person, how will he support the women if he is not trying to support in this present situation?
Okay, then. What else?
Farheen, tell me, do you know about metaverse?
I'm sorry, sir. Can you please?
Concept of metaverse.
I'm sorry, sir. You're not well read about this.
Suppose you are a district magistrate of Banda district.
Yes, sir.
What will you do to improve water availability in your district?
Sir, being the district magistrate of Banda, Uttar Pradesh, because Banda lies in the Bundelkhand region, which is a rocky terrain. So, government has already been promoting the Ken-Betwa link canal for that purpose. But apart from that, the local water conservation is very necessary, because the problem is the rocky terrain leads to the runoff from the areas. So, rainwater harvesting can be a better solution for the local water availability of Banda district.
Okay. Who heads district treasury?
Sir, district treasury is headed by a district magistrate.
Okay. Tell me, I'm asking you last question. Where do you find yourself at the 10-year down the line in your life?
Sir, I see myself as a successful civil servant, also an empowered woman, and the person who can do some good for the society as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Farheen ji, we found that you are an excellent candidate. You are very confident and articulated, और communication आपकी बिल्कुल अच्छे से और सहज रही. So we are very impressed by that part of your personality, and you could substantiate your answer with examples. That was fantastic. You gave a lot of examples in your questions, so that's one very big plus point for you. You are pretty obedient, systematic, mannerful, so it adds up to your personality. You can tie down your hair properly, actually. This is one thing which you can do, which is very easy, actually, can be done. But yes, certain learning points from this attempt of yours. In situation-based questions, you being a civil servant, you have to have a macro level vision also, and then go for the micro one. You are starting with the micro ones only. So what is that macro one? Please study, like the vision, collaborative approach, consultative mechanism. जैसे सर ने पूछा आप पानी की प्रॉब्लम का क्या करोगे, आप इतने नॉलेजेबल नहीं हो कि जाकर के आप सीधे बता दोगे क्या करोगे. आपको कहीं ना कहीं स्टेक होल्डर्स से बातचीत करनी है, उनके व्यूज़ लेने हैं, ऐसे बेंचमार्किंग देखनी है कहाँ पे कैसे हुआ है, फिर अपना एक्यूमेंट लगाना है, क्या स्ट्रैटेजी हो सकती है. So that macro level activity you have to do. So that was lacking. One major point which I have observed is in questions where direct factors are asked, you are not able to go beyond 1 or 2 points. You may be having a lot of factors, but sometimes the question asker is little impatient. He just asks another thing and he takes you out of the path. So to ultimately what has happened is you have given only 2 factors and you know around 5 factors. So cut down on what you are speaking. Just go with the keywords. Thak, 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 thak approach. That is going to help you. It will show that you are a mature person. Your communication is up to date, and that will add up to what you say. But you are a fantastic candidate.
फरीन, मेजर थिंग क्या फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन और लास्ट क्वेश्चन पे ही मैं बात करूँगा, बाकी तो इन्होंने बता ही दिया. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन में मैंने आपको फ़ोटो दिखाया था, यही अगर अच्छे से यूटिलाइज कर लेते और आप खुद को इंट्रोड्यूस कर देते ना, मैं वो बोलना सिंपल हो गया. तो मैंने आपको एक चांस दिया था कि आप इसी को बेटर यूटिलाइज करके कर सकते थे. तो वो बहुत अच्छे से हो सकता था। सेकंड, मैंने पूछा कि 10 ईयर डाउन द लाइन, तो आपने कहा कि आप सिविल सर्वेंट की तरह देखना चाहते हैं, बट यू नेवर नो ना कि आपका सिलेक्शन होगा कि नहीं होगा। आप इसी की जगह पे बोलिए कि आई विल फील माई सेल्फ एज ए एम्पावर्ड वुमन, जो कि आपने बताया वो अच्छा है, बट सिविल सर्वेंट को हटा दीजिए। उसकी जगह पे अगर कोई क्वेश्चन पूछेगा तो बोल दीजिए कि आई विल बी मोर हैप्पी सोल, मोर एम्पावर्ड वुमन, इस टाइप का आंसर दीजिए। सिविल सर्वेंट होगा नहीं होगा ये अलग चीज़ है, अभी आपको पता नहीं है, ठीक है।
इसमें आप ऐड अप ये भी कर सकते हैं कि मैं जहाँ पे भी हूँ मैं कंट्रीब्यूट कर रही हूँ, ये कंट्रीब्यूशन भी नहीं आ रहा है, लर्निंग एंड कंट्रीब्यूशन इट हैज टू बी देयर।
वही है चैलेंजेस था जैसे यूपी का, अभी इलेक्शन हुआ है, अभी शोर कम हुआ है, तो चैलेंजेस तो बहुत है। तो आपने थोड़ा सा उसमें टक 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 मतलब अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट है, फार्मर्स इशू है, और गन्ना फार्मर्स का वो है, लैंड ऑर्डर है, तो ये तो कोई नई बात नहीं है। दूसरा, इमरान खान इज हैंगिंग बाय हिज नेक, you don't know, it is our neighboring country and Pakistan has the maximum impact on us,
Yes.
its politics or whatever it is, isn't it?
Yes, sir. I will read about this.
करंट अफेयर को थोड़ा पकड़ के रखो,
Yes.
टाइम है आपके पास,
जी।
पढ़ते रहो।
नुकसानदायक भी हो जाता है, जब ज़्यादा अच्छा बोलते हैं तो आपको लगता है मैं और एक्सप्लेन करूँ।
ये व्हील चेयर वाला, सॉरी व्हील चेयर वाला आप थोड़ा इसको करो, आई थिंक वो शायद, क्योंकि हॉबी काफ़ी है, सारा तो चीज़ नहीं पूछ सकते, बट ये व्हील चेयर वाला RF भी पूछा था ना तुमने, RF है, तो उसमें उसके साथ कनेक्ट करके उसको थोड़ा एक्सप्लेन कर, क्या फ़ायदा है उसका।
ठीक है, ऑन द बेस्ट, यू आर अ गुड कैंडिडेट।